Yo, welcome everyone. It is unfortunately getting worse. Bitcoin is dropping even lower, and today I'm going to show you my exact major price targets that you probably will not like. Now first you're going to see, on the 12-hour time frame, Bitcoin is right now still trading in some kind of an ascending triangle. Yes, we got a fake out only a few days ago, but the thing is, we then got a rejection exactly at our major golden Fibonacci ratio, and so far we are getting accepted once again back below our area of support. Also, remember the trendline area of resistance we talked about yesterday. We were connecting our higher lows, and at least as of right now, it looks like Bitcoin is breaking our first trendline area of support back towards downside. However, the support level of the ascending triangle, the trend line right here, is going to come in slightly lower at approximately $90,000 and so far it does look like the triangle is not really getting broken towards the downside. But what is going to be the exact price target looking right now at this specific triangle? And of course also later I want to show you even more important targets with trend-based Fibonacci extension. But the thing is, let's try to measure the opening of our triangle from the top right here back towards the bottom, putting the trend line on the potential breakdown that might happen in the upcoming days. And you can right now see that the target is going to be definitely below our recent low at approximately $78,000 area. We are going to come back towards this exact target slightly later, but right now let's go and talk about even more important levels, which are going to be Fibonacci extensions. Why we are going to talk about them? Simply because, as you probably know, for the past few weeks, we have been paying attention to the bigger 5-wave price structure towards downside. We have been identifying the first impulse right here, we got a correction. Another impulsive wave right here, another correction, and right to Bitcoin simply, if we go lower, start breaking our ascending triangle towards downside, we are probably then forming our fifth final push down before a bigger bounce towards the upside, before a bigger reversal is potentially going to happen. Also right now, when we are zooming in, let's just say on the 1 hour time frame right here, we can also talk about another 5-wave price structure. What we can say, Bitcoin completed the first impulse right here, we got a correction. Right now, we are probably working on the third elite wave because simply this entire push towards the downside, it looks really impulsive. That is why we might be forming the third one, the fourth one, and only after the fifth one is going to finish, we might be expecting a bigger reversal back up. So far, I do remain in all of my short trades. I am right now still in a short trade on Bitcoin from approximately $97,400. And what you're actually going to right here see with this specific short, the entry was almost exactly at the top right here, simply because I was measuring the entire push down, looking towards this specific golden Fibonacci ratio. We came in towards our golden Fibonacci ratio where, of course, we were looking to fire another short trade. And I did share with you the exact scenario I'm looking for already slightly before in my free VIP Discord group. Of course, as you probably know, already right here, let's just say on 7th of January, I posted, this remains the best trading setup. I didn't know that it's actually going to play out, but the thing is, I made the plan, I traded the plan. We hit the golden pocket right here, no emotions, fired a brand new trade right here, and right now the trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also on Solana are being in a beautiful profit. Yes, also right now I closed all of my long trades on Bitcoin and also on XRP, looking potentially for much lower price targets in the upcoming days. And probably right now you're wondering, what is going to be the price target if Bitcoin right now does drop lower? Because yes, the target of our triangle right here, if you look like that, is going to be at 78,500. However, what are going to be the price targets of our bigger 5-wave price structure right here? We go with our Fibonacci extension. We are going to go exactly from the all-time high back towards the low, back towards our fourth elite wave. And what you can right to see, the most important target is going to be our 1-to-1 coming in at approximately 74,000. If we do go with the log scale, the target is going to be slightly higher at $79,400, and you can actually right here see that it is almost exactly aligning with with the price target of our ascending triangle. So it really does look like if we start breaking the triangle back down, bearish indication, we are probably even looking for another lower low right here. And also right here, the major Fibonacci extension level is also going to be slightly below the low at 79,400 US dollars. And this is right now also why I would really appreciate if you smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course, also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Right now, let's also talk about our volume levels and also what is going to be the best support area right now on the entire Bitcoin chart. First of all, what we are actually going to do. Remember the support area we were mentioning yesterday. What we were doing, let's go right now with our high term time frame support levels, where you can right now see Bitcoin only a few hours ago hit our weekly high term time frame support level, literally almost to the exact dollar accuracy. This weekly support level right here is actually a brand new high term time frame support level that was formed on Monday, only 1 day ago. Also right now, measuring the entire bottom price action with the volume, what you can right to see, the point of control or the biggest volume cluster was also hit only a few hours ago. So currently what we can say, sure, Bitcoin is trading at some kind of an area of support. Would I personally go with a new long trade right here? To be honest, not really. Simply because of the volume theory we already talked about yesterday. Remember what we said. If we do get the acceptance below our value area high, it could be a bearish Bitcoin indication, and technically speaking, or should I say theoretically speaking, we are looking for a rotation back towards our value area low at approximately 87,000 US dollars. And yes, trust me, this specific value area low right here is really a very important and a significant price target for Bitcoin. More about it slightly later, but right now, very simply, in terms of the theory of our volume, if we do get the acceptance below the value area high, we could be looking towards our value area low. And usually this right here is happening very nicely. Acceptance above the value area low, push towards the upside towards the value area high. Right here, when we got this push down, it did not really play out because clearly we did not go towards our value area low. Bitcoin simply then pumped even higher towards the upside. However, you're going to see right here, acceptance below the value area high, push down back towards the value area low. So getting right now the acceptance below the value area high right here, in my opinion, is definitely going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. And that is right now why I would like to share with you two very important liquidity levels you should right to be aware of in a case Bitcoin is going to go even lower back down. So first of all, what you're going to notice, at this specific area, Bitcoin has been trading and forming a lot of higher lows. And our higher lows are definitely a very important liquidity level. You can right here see the previous low was formed 89,200 US dollars. Our first liquidity level. Our second liquidity level slightly higher because it was a higher low, and you can right to see it is going to come in at approximately 89,500, and then another liquidity level just slightly higher, 90,000 US dollars exactly. Additionally, what we are going to do, let's go with the anchored VWAP and let's anchor it exactly at the low right here of this entire move towards the upside. What you can right to see, the level is coming in exactly at our major liquidity cluster. So definitely what we can right to say, if Bitcoin does go lower, we for sure do have a beautiful support level exactly at 90,000 US dollars with the anchored VWAP and of course also with our liquidity levels. However, right now, I want to share with you the best support level on the entire Bitcoin chart. Maybe even if we are going to hit the support level right here, I am going to be taking some profits on my Bitcoin short trade simply because it's actually quite a significant area of support. And we are once again going to talk about our liquidity levels because the reality is liquidity is usually one of the best area you should always target. Pay right now attention exactly to this specific part of the chart. At approximately 86,500 US dollars, pretty much the exact same story as we were getting exactly at this specific level. We have a lot of higher lows. First liquidity level right here, second liquidity level right here, third liquidity level right here, and also the fourth liquidity level. Approximately 86,000, 87,000 US dollars. Clearly it is going to be a major liquidity level for Bitcoin. Also right now, what is the most important Fibonacci ratio we should always pay attention to? And of course also the one where Bitcoin is right now getting a rejection of course, the golden Fibonacci ratio. Let's right now go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing low back towards the swing high, and you can right now definitely see that our golden Fibonacci ratio coming in exactly at our liquidity level. Additionally, we go with our volume, measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, the value area low, surprisingly or maybe not, coming in exactly right here. So I would say like that, the best level you can right now target with your short trade is first of all going to be this specific zone. If broken down, for sure, we are looking for a bigger fifth elite wave to come in, and of course for us to form another lower low in the upcoming weeks. That is right now why, if you actually want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $8,000 bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below right here. Because yes, right now still with B2Nix Exchange, we are having a Christmas special campaign. You register, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, but also every time you hit a trading volume milestone, you can unlock a mystery box full of rewards, VIP cards up to VIP level 4, and also a brand new iPhone 17. So definitely, if you're planning to open a brand new trade right here, take an advantage of the free bonuses with the stack link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Right now also, pay attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. On the 1 week time frame right now on the push down, of course, as we were saying for the past few days, pay attention to the first liquidation cluster below our recent lows at approximately $91,000. And right now, clearly, liquidation cluster is getting hit beautifully. Yes, on the push down right here, we haven't really gotten that many liquidations. Only approximately 300 million of longs have gotten liquidated in the past 24 hours. But the reality right now is, the lower we are going to go, more long positions are going to get wrecked. And right now, the next biggest liquidation cluster is going to be visible on the 2 week time frame. So what if we are right now zooming out, what you're actually going to see right here is that the biggest liquidations cluster, if we are going to drop lower, is definitely going to get hit below our recent lows at approximately, let's just say, $89,000. And as we said before, $89,000 area for Bitcoin is going to be another important support level, not only because of our liquidations right here, but also because clearly we do have our recent lows right here, and also, as we said before, the anchored VWAP is going to come in exactly at this specific area. So yes, another support level, if we are going to drop lower, is going to be just slightly lower, but the reality is the best level I'm right now paying attention to is definitely still going to be the golden pocket, the value area low, and also the major liquidity cluster at approximately $86,500 area right here on the Bitcoin chart. Also right now, what if Bitcoin is not going to go lower, and maybe even we are going to get another major push up? What if everything I talked about right now is going to be completely wrong and Bitcoin is simply going to pump significantly higher? In this scenario, I'm only paying attention to 3 very important levels. We are again going to go with our volume, where you can right now see the value area high coming in at $93,200. Additionally, what we can be doing right here, because Bitcoin formed a brand new lower high only a few days ago, we can talk about another trend line area of resistance. So we can be connecting our lower highs with a trend line, and this level, of course, if we are right now going to get a push towards the upside, is probably going to align beautifully with the value area high. Additionally, we are going to go with another anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high, where we can right now see the anchored VWAP, at least as of right now, it is aligning perfectly also with our trendline area of resistance. So what we can right now say, when potentially we actually want to close our short trades if Bitcoin is going to get a sign of strength. Very, very simply, reclaiming the value area high, breaking our trend line, breaking our anchored VWAP is definitely a major bullish Bitcoin indication. Until this right here is going to happen, unfortunately, we definitely need to look for lower targets, and ideally, as we said, the best support level right here is going to be below our recent lows at approximately 86,500. However, the better target in terms of our elite wave count is definitely going to be much lower, below 80, maybe even below $75,000 area. Yes, for sure, some people really like paying attention to the RSI indicator, and yes, the reality right now is, if you go with the RSI on the 4 hourly, we are right now reaching the oversold area. technically speaking, this right here is a bullish indication for Bitcoin. Last time we were in the oversold right here, we got a push towards the upside. Oversold right here, we got a push towards the upside. Oversold right here, we got a push towards the upside. So definitely RSI reaching the oversold area is clearly a bullish Bitcoin indication. But the thing is, as we said, I'm going to get slightly more bullish on Bitcoin only after we do get a sign of strength on the market structure. That being said, reclaiming our value area high, bullish indication, let's look for much higher targets on Bitcoin. Until this happens, of course, I do remain in my short trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana, looking for our lower targets, at least towards the area of 86,500, maybe even much lower for our fifth elite wave, below 80,000 US dollars. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus, no KYC and no VPN, with the second link down below. You register, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, but also every time you hit a trading volume milestone, you can unlock a mystery box full of rewards, VIP cards up to VIP level 4, and also a brand new iPhone 17 using the second link right here. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.